Okay, Maya, picture this. Imagine a bird that is, and I am not kidding, basically a moss-covered bowling ball that lives in the dark and has completely forgotten how to be a bird.
A mossy bowling ball? That's a bit harsh, isn't it? What are we talking about?
The Kakapo. It's this incredible parrot from New Zealand, and honestly, it's the most main character animal I've ever come across. It's the world's only flightless parrot.
Wait, a parrot that doesn't fly? Isn't that like their whole thing? The colorful wings, the soaring?
Right? It's like a boat that's afraid of water. They're these huge rotund birds. The males can weigh up to 6 pounds. That's like carrying around a couple of big bags of flour. And because they don't fly, they've developed what scientists call island syndrome. Basically, because they had no natural predators for thousands of years, they just got, well, chunky. They traded their flight muscles for a robust torso.
So they just walk?
They hike. They use these big blue scaly feet to climb trees, and then they use their wings, which are way too short for takeoff, just to balance or break their fall if they decide to leap. It's like they're wearing a parachute that only half works.
That sounds adorable, but also kind of precarious. You said they live in the dark.
Yeah, they're nocturnal. Their name actually means night parrot in Maori. And they have these amazing facial discs, kind of like an owl, with these fine feathers that look like whiskers. Early settlers actually called them owl parrots.
Oh, so they look like a mix between a parrot and an owl. I'm trying to visualize the face.
Exactly. And get this. Wait, really, this is the part that blew my mind. They can live for up to 100 years.
Wait, really? A century?
A literal century. They are potentially some of the longest living birds on the planet. They're like the wise old grandfathers of the forest.
That is incredible. I mean, think of everything a bird would see in 100 years. But if they can't fly and they're that old, they must be pretty vulnerable, right?
Exactly. And that's the sad part of the story. But there's a massive silver lining. See, when humans arrived in New Zealand and brought cats, rats, and stoats, it was a disaster. The Kakapo's main defense mechanism is just to freeze and blend into the moss.
Oh no, that works for hawks looking from above, but not for a cat on the ground.
Exactly. It was like leaving your front door unlocked because you live in the safest neighborhood in the world and then suddenly a tiger moves in. They were almost wiped out. At one point, people thought they might actually be extinct.
That's heartbreaking. But you said there's a silver lining?
Yeah, the recovery efforts are legendary. Since about 1995, there's been this Kākāpō recovery program. They've moved the entire population to these tiny predator-free islands. Every single bird is named, tagged, and monitored. It's like the most exclusive high-tech retirement community in the world, but for parrots.
I love that. It's like we're finally looking out for them. It's so nice to just sit here and talk about something this, I don't know, hopeful. The world is so loud sometimes, but hearing about people saving a 100-year-old mossy parrot, it's a good vibe.
It really is.
You know, if you're listening and you're enjoying these deep dives into the weird and wonderful corners of the world, you should definitely join the loop with us. Get your daily curiosity fix and come back tomorrow. We'd love to have you.
Yes, please do. Because honestly, I have so much more to tell you about these guys. Like they're booming.
They're booming?
So the males don't just chirp to find a mate. They dig these bowls in the ground, literally like little dirt amphitheaters, and they make this low-frequency boom that can travel for kilometers. It sounds like a giant heartbeat coming from the earth.
Wow, it's like they're the bass players of the forest.
Totally. And they're the only parrots that do this lek breeding thing, where all the males gather in one spot and basically have a who can boom the loudest competition, while the females just watch and judge.
Sounds like a typical Friday night.
Right? And they smell amazing, too. People say they smell like honey or old violin cases or even flowers. They have this really developed sense of smell, which is super rare for birds.
Honey and old violins. That's so specific. They really are just one of a kind, aren't they?
They really are. And the best news? In 2023, they actually reintroduced some of them back to the mainland of New Zealand for the first time in decades. They're finally going home.
That's the perfect ending. Or really a new beginning.
Exactly. A little mossy, a little heavy, but finally home.
Well, I think that's a good place to leave it for today. Thanks for bringing the Kakapo to the porch, Leo.
Anytime. See you again soon, everyone.
Stay curious.